Rece Davis elaborates on heated exchange with Mel Kiper over Shedeur Sanders during NFL Draft. The 2025 NFL Draft wasn't without its tense moments, and one of the most talked about incidents emerged not from a team's controversial pick, but from a heated debate on ESPN's broadcast between veteran analysts Mel Kiper Jr. and Rece Davis over the surprising fall of quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Kiper, known for his passionate draft evaluations, became visibly frustrated as Sanders slid well past his projected position. The quarterback from Colorado, whom Kiper ranked as the fifth best overall player in the entire draft, was still on the board heading into the later rounds. His frustration spilled over into a series of on-air rants, including calling the NFL clueless when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks. Kiper remained steadfast in his defense of Sanders, even after the Browns finally selected him in the 5th round at number 144 overall. "This is disgusting," Kiper exclaimed during the broadcast. "In 47 years, I've never seen a top 5 player fall this far. The NFL just doesn't get it when it comes to quarterbacks." At one point, fellow analyst Louis Riddick pushed back, bluntly stating, "The draft has spoken," suggesting that regardless of projections, NFL teams had made their evaluations clear. Rece Davis, who was anchoring ESPN's coverage of rounds 4 to 7, attempted to steer the conversation back toward reality, urging Kiper to acknowledge the finality of the league's decisions. "Mel, that's the key," Davis said. "Whether it's fair or unfair, whether you like it or not, that's what happened. And now Shedeur has to deal with it. Yelling at the NFL doesn't change that." The exchange sparked widespread reactions from viewers, with some interpreting the moment as genuine on-air tension. However, Davis later downplayed the incident in a candid interview on Outkick's Don't At Me with Dan Dakich, emphasizing there was no bad blood between him and Kiper. "It's really not a big deal," Davis explained. "I didn't even realize it had become a thing until I started getting texts about it. This kind of back and forth is just part of what we do. Sometimes, for the sake of the show and even the analysts themselves, you challenge a viewpoint." Davis also praised Kiper's influence on the evolution of the draft as a media spectacle. "Mel's incredible," Davis said. "He's the reason the draft is what it is today. His passion and consistency have shaped the way fans engage with it, and it's his job to rank players and stand by those rankings. I respect that." Still, Davis offered a measured critique of the conversation, suggesting that the panel may have overlooked a more likely explanation for Sanders' fall. "This is one of those Occam's razor moments," Davis said. "If a guy that talented drops to the 5th round, especially when someone like Mel ranks him ahead of the eventual number 1 pick, Cam Ward, then something happened behind the scenes. Maybe it was a red flag in interviews. Maybe something in the pre-draft process gave teams pause." Reports had circulated that Sanders may have hurt his stock during the interview process, with questions raised about his attention to detail and his connection to his outspoken father, Deion Sanders, who could have created distractions or added pressure. Despite the concerns, Kiper remained one of Sanders' staunchest advocates, continuing to believe he has the tools to succeed at the next level. In the end, Davis emphasized that his intent wasn't to silence Kiper's passion, but to inject a dose of perspective. "My point wasn't that Mel was wrong to be upset," Davis said. "It was that we weren't giving enough weight to the possibility that teams knew something we didn't. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It's about exploring the full context." The moment served as a reminder of the high emotions, deep investments, and unpredictable drama that surround the NFL draft, not just for players, but for the broadcasters covering it. Would you like this rewritten in a more casual or sports column style tone?